Welcome back to Tonga Island, and today we will do another Iam Tongi content, and we will be comparing his version of Fāngailupe Leva Laʻa against Spawnbreezie's version. I didn't know who Spawnbreezie was till American Idol, when I saw that Iam Tongi sang one of his songs the first time he went to Hawaii and was filmed out there on the beach singing that song. Wow, that was a beautiful song, and I was like, who is this guy? And when I looked for him on the internet, I saw that he sang one of the Tongan songs. So I listened to it, and it's an amazing song because it reminded me of myself growing up in the islands, listening to that song. And for a moment there, I was back in Tonga. I mean, literally back in Tonga. So it was a nice surprise, and that's why I wanted to go over it and maybe help a lot of you who don't know the song, because Iam sings it everywhere he goes. He seems to love singing this song, and I think with him doing that, it'll be nice for people who don't know where his culture is from and his background, at least for the Tongan background, where he's singing a lot of these songs and helping it to translate it so people will understand what it means. I think will be a great thing to do today. Yeah, so before we move on, I just want to thank you all for subscribing to our channel. I mean, really, we first had over 4 weeks ago, we had about 8 subscribers, and then it kept climbing up, and then we realized, wow, there is people out here who really wants to listen to what we are offering, and so we're trying to make sure that we translate some things out here for people who are born outside of Tonga, who may not know the language very well. So some of these songs that they have out there, it's hard to understand, so we are trying to make sure that we can, even the new audience from Iam Tongi, from American Idol, they want to know what the song means, so we try to do that. So thank you again. Oh yeah, and also talk about, last weekend, I guess that there were, or over a week ago, they had this concert out there in Hawaii with Iam Tongi, and it was very, very nice because I did see him doing a number there out there with Spawnbreezie. So, and then I also heard that some of the concerts, the other concert with Felipe Manu in London went really well, and it was nice that it was the people got really close up to Felipe Manu and actually heard some beautiful classical music, but not only that, got to actually hear some songs written by Queen Saʻalote of Tonga. I think she was the Tupo III, yes. And in fact, the song we're listening today has a tie into Queen Saʻalote also. So we'll talk about that as we go along. But I think we'll give you more information about concerts coming up, where Iam Tongi, where he's at in the United States, but we'll do that at the end. But for now, we will compare the two songs and see what happens, okay? Yeah, because looking at the lyrics itself, it's not very easy, because what you think you're reading is actually not what it means, because like Queen Saʻalote wrote a lot of poems and compositions, and she used a lot of heliaki, and this is the heliaki, basically. It's a Tongan type of characteristic of writing poems, so I'll try to explain it a little bit more so that you can understand as we go along. Yeah, I mean, that's what heliaki is about, It has metaphor or symbols, it has a parable, analogy, word painting, all of this all together is just a way of saying something in an indirect way. So all this heliaki in the Tongan way, it's very difficult alone for me. So I actually got some help. So shout out to all the help out there from family out there from Florida, family from San Francisco. So thank you so much for helping me out translate this beautiful song. And so there's a lot of meaning in it, and of course there are some different translations out there on the internet, but I'll try to explain it here and write it out for you so that it's easy to understand and try to learn about what's the analogy or the symbols or metaphor that's been said during the lyrics itself. Yeah, so some of the translation of the song says mid-morning because of the word Fāngailupe, which in the dictionary it says it's that it is the sun is about maybe halfway up from the horizon and halfway to reaching the high point, so maybe around 10 in the morning. But as you're seeing here, Fāngailupe Leva Laʻa Eva Halata Ufa. Well, it's just maybe that's another way of looking at it, but what it is, it's basically most people go around walking around the evening when it's cooler. So so here when it says the sun generally sets, strolling along Taufa Way, which is a road, Taufa Road, and the next line was Whakamani mani e ha'ape o Tali Eva, and here is the example I'm talking about. In some translation, it says that, they're getting ready and to clear the road and things like that. But here it says beautiful. I translated it, or beautiful glimmering is the harp in Tali Eva. And also I've written down at the bottom there possible meaning. Person probably lived in this area, but Tali Eva is a theater, and it also means waiting to go out. So this is the writing that I'm putting in there for you to just decipher for yourself, because there could have more than one meaning for what the line is saying, and that's what I mean. It's a little bit difficult to do alone. So I hope that when I speak in between these lines that it doesn't disturb any of you, because if you wanted to listen to the song without my comment, there's a link below and you can just go and listen to that. But I think it's important to try to speak in between softly, like they do in golfing, speak very softly. I will try that, and then and to give you the translation. So let's start up. The sun gently sets, strolling along Taufa Way. Beautiful glimmering is the harp in Tali Eva. Whispering chords in minor relax the troubling soul. Yes, it's the calming pampering of silver strings. Wearing my lei fahina of an untouchable sacred kakala. Your emerald-colored profile appear in the unreachable skies. Hei Laʻa and Hudi from the place Umutamata. So the next sentence I will start first because it's long. If the kakala tangi tangi flowers with us, it will release sweetest fragrance of siale tafa. Pipitongi in one sisi, divided by mapa. Sweet fragrance of our kakala mixed with heilala. Perfume for one who I love. Wearing my fahina lei. Of the forbidden and sacred kakala. Your emerald-colored profile appear in the unreachable heaven. Hei Lala and Huni from Umu Tangata. The sun gently sets strolling along Taufa Road. Whispering chords in minor relax your troubling heart. Yes, it's the calm pampering of silver strings. String my fahina lei of this sacred, untouchable kakala. Your emerald-colored profile appear in the unreachable skies. Hei Lala and Huni of Umutangata. Wearing my lei fahina of the forbidden sacred kakala. Your emerald-colored face appear in the unreachable heaven. Hei lala in huni of umutangata. Guys, that is pretty amazing.
All my single ladies, make some noise.
Yeah, and you know what's great is that he's bringing out this, Spawnbreezie is bringing this song all over in the United States. And with Iam Tongi's help, there's a vehicle to deliver this, and that's the two of them. You know, they're bringing it out to people, to reach out to people who are born outside of the islands who have, who might want to know the meaning of this, but especially for those American Idol fans who've been wondering what does this song mean, and here we are, we're giving it to you. So I hope this is helpful, but there's more to it. So let me try to go over this song really fast before we do the Iam Tongi's version. Here is just to go back so that you really understand what's going on with this song. Yeah, so making it fast. So the story is about the celebration of the wedding of Queen Salote's granddaughter. You know, she, Fusipala, Princess Fusipala, marrying into the son of then, in 1968, of, well, when you look at Umutangata, it points to it's in the middle of, next to Fo'ui, and Fo'ui is the estate that belongs to Nopele Lord Vaha'i. So his son then, in 1968, married the princess. So as you can see, the whole song is about that. Yeah, that's why you wondered about everything in the lyrics. So another thing about the lei fahina or fahina lei is that it is known in Vava'u, where the estate belonging to Lord Vaha'i in Ta'anea, they are known for having fahina, this type of kakala, these fahina flowers. So all of these things, as you can see, they never let us know of who it is, but they give us the hints of who might it be and where all this song is coming together. So now you will understand the whole song even better, and you will understand the emerald, the mention of emerald, because emerald you would never, you know, it comes from the palace, you know, so she's the granddaughter of Queen Salote, so all this has a lot of meaning, you know, so as you can see, I'm sure the literal meaning of green skies, we were confused there a little bit, but basically it's probably from the aurora borealis in the northern or polar lights, or in the southern lights, you know, these clouds of green, you know, so when you look up and you see that, so poetically it's beautiful, beautifully written, and like I said, it's like a jigsaw puzzle, trying to figure out the whole song if you didn't know it before. And I hope this will help you as we listen to Iam Tongi. I mean, there's lots more to this song, but let's go on and listen to Iam Tongi's version. And I'm sure the people, when he played this song, probably didn't know that he was gonna be, you know, the American Idol winner in 2023. So here it is, him playing alone up on stage, beautiful version. You know, beautiful version with his voice and the way he sings it, so much heart, you know, so I'm sure he knows what this song means, and I think it's just beautiful. Here it is. Yeah, so make sure you, you know, if you have a big screen out there, you know, you can stop the video and read what I've written for the translation, because it gives you a lot of meanings. For example, there's a line in there, it says, "Ma nongi e kakala, kosi otonusi, fai fio mo hei lala." You know, and you know, it's like mixing of flowers together, but the hei lala, especially the hei lala, they're national flowers. You know, it's shaped like a cross. You know, it's red, and it's the sentence which could literally mean mixing royalty with lower-ranking Tongans. So these are powerful sentences, and with a lot of meaning. So at least that's my take on it. You know, that's my take on it, and for everybody, if you're reading this, you can have your own interpretation. So that's why it's nice to have this. Here we go.
Sorry, kind of nervous right now. Pretty big crowd over here. Well, how you guys doing tonight? This next song we'll be singing for you guys is called Fāngailupe.
The sun gently sets, strolling along Taufa Way.
Fāngailupe Leva, Laʻa Eva Theatre.
Beautiful fancies the harp in Tali Eva.
Tali Eva.
Whispering chords in minor, relax your troubled soul. Yes, it's the pampering of silver strings. Wearing my Vahina lei, the untouchable sacred kakala flower. Your emerald-colored profile appears in unreachable skies. Hey Lala and Huni of Umutangata. If the kakala tangi withers, releasing sweetest fragrance of Sierra Iam Tongi in one sisi, divided by mama. Sweet fragrance of our kakala, mixed with hey Lala. Perfume for one who I love. Wearing my lei fahina. Yes, of a forbidden sacred kakala. Your emerald-colored profile appears in unreachable heavens. Hey Lala and Huni, the flower of Umutangata. Cool reaction from the crowd. And you know what's really nice about Iam is that he's not afraid to go anywhere and sing for people. And I'll put the link for this because I think it was National Day of celebration there, maybe in 2021 out in Utah. And the audience was really nice. And if they knew that he would one day be American Idol, the American Idol winner, they'll see. They know that it's difficult to get a ticket nowadays. Yeah. But anyway, speaking of tickets, Iam Tongi is on tour. So here are some of the tour dates. Yeah. So the next one it will be July 15, Reggae on the Way. That will be Tacoma, Washington. Then Ventura, California on July 22nd. West Hollywood, California, July 24th, 25th. The list is there. You can read it yourself. But I think the interesting thing is right there in Auckland, New Zealand on October 7th at the Eden Festival. So those of you out there in Auckland, New Zealand, he's coming to you. And well, that's it, everybody. I thank you all for tuning in. And as always, make sure that you like and share this content if it was helpful for you, and I'm sure that a lot of you will be happy that it was translated here. So share the content and tell your friends about the channel. We're trying to reach 1,000, and if you can help us out, that would be really, really appreciated. And again, we look forward to making another content for you for another Iam Tongi content, and as soon as we've done that, I think we've been able to make one every week, so we'll do our languages, Tongan languages also. If you're interested, there's a playlist there to learn the Tongan language, if some of you. And in case some of you, like for the July 15th, I'm sure that a lot of you will, one hint, say Marie, yes. When you enjoy his concert, that's in Tongan. And it's probably another word you can use, Marie, and maybe people will start using Marie, for Iam Tongi to encore or something like that, because they say hana ho in Hawaii, but the Tongans, we say Marie, and we're clapping loud, and I'm sure if you all use that on his tour, he'll do an encore. So let's use the Marie as one of that. Take it easy, everybody, and thank you until the next time.